Minecraft is boring. If you guys are like me, then you've probably played for a couple hours on a world, or you guys have probably done a lot of stuff in the game. But this game gets very boring, very easy if you don't have a lot of things to do. Now, if somebody asked me, is Minecraft a good game? I would totally say that it's like fun and interesting and there's a lot of things to do. But once you get there, I've noticed I don't know what to do in my world. And there's a lot of things that are just very dependent on the person playing. And there's a lot of things you can do in your world. There's a lot of things you can make, create, blow up, and a lot of stuff. Here's a little clip of me in my world at a certain set of coordinates. Here's how I changed a lot of the structure and a lot of things like that. Now if you see here, almost everything that's in frame has changed. The whole area right here of my Minecraft world looked like this. The change is like absolutely crazy on how much you can do to your world. This is obvious. Everybody knows that you can do these changes and everybody knows you can build big stuff. I mean, we see it on social platforms like YouTube and TikTok and things like that. But how do you actually get to that point? When you're bored in a Minecraft world, the first thing I like to do is to create. I like to make stuff, I like to build stuff. Here's a little build I made for my nether portal right here. Here's another build I made. It's just a little house. You know, I always say create a house when you're bored. You don't even have to use it. You just want something to do. You just want to make something that's just perfectly fine for you. Now, the one thing I did with my house was I created it on a grid. A 5x5 or 6x6 grid, including the logs on the inside. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what this really does is it makes it a lot more expandable. You know, you can make 10x5 block spaces, 10x10 big areas, little 5x5 areas of your house. It's just like so expandable. I very recommend doing that. You can create little areas for your sheep, little areas where you keep a bunch of crops, big downstairs, big storage areas. I have a farm and a nether portal in my basement. It's just so endless possibilities. Another thing is when you create, it doesn't have to be just like a build or an area or a house or something like that. There's a lot more you can do. Here in the nether, I have a bunch of little areas and highways that I use to get around. Here's my first one I used to get up to my portal. I have another one to get down to the fortress that is by my portal. This one's very useful. I use that quite a bit. I also have a couple other ones. I use this one to get around in other various areas I know in the nether. This one goes for a couple thousand blocks, I think. They don't have to be huge things. And these aren't things you want to do at the start. Another thing that I would love to encourage everybody to create is farms. Here's a highway in the nether to my Enderman farm. I say farms, make as many as possible. Here you can see this little area where I can go straight into the portal, and I have my Enderman farm right there to the right. It works very well, and I've never seen anybody mad that they made an Enderman farm. The second thing you may want to do in your Minecraft world is to destroy. Here you can see it's a little area that I dug out. Now destroy also goes with create in a sense, but here's an entire Minecraft chunk that I dug out maybe 50, 60 blocks deep, and I turned it into a little farm actually. And it works pretty well. I love it. I don't really mess with it, but I like it because it looks appealing to me. Now, this is destroying and creating. By destroying, you can make more. I say these two go hand in hand because clearly they do. But by breaking things like a whole entire Minecraft chunk, you can create things. I didn't even know I was going to build a farm there. I just broke an entire Minecraft chunk because I wanted to break an entire Minecraft chunk. Here I've done some terraforming in an area next to my base. I think this is a great idea for a lot of people because it creates more space to do whatever you want. I'm probably going to turn this flat surface into a different type of farm, or a different type of base, or a huge structure. I don't know yet, but eventually I'm going to do something with it because I might want to. But this just shows how much the world is drastically changed because of you. You can see here is a little area of stuff that I broke. You know, this used to be a forest, this used to be a different area, and it looks totally different now. And here's what it used to look like. As you can see here, it doesn't look very familiar, but I'm going to fly in the same pattern here that I did earlier. And if you need to, you can rewind the clip. But here, I'm flying down to where this little mountain was and where my base would have been. As you can see, there were a lot of trees in a lot of areas and a lot of stuff that was just totally different from when I got here in the Minecraft world. And one of the last and final things everybody should do in their world is to farm. So you can see here, it's just a carrot farm. You know, pretty simple, just stuff like that. You know, I have a farm up here with some nether wart, more carrots. I love carrots. I have a farm based in my village too. They use that farm. And it's not just actual, you know, crops and stuff like that. You also have things like villager farms. You have things like iron golem farms, just any type of farm you can imagine. There's farms for infinite sand. Build an infinite sand farm. And here I have my golden piglin farm. I think this is one of my best and most efficient farms. I love it. I have my enderman farm too. That one definitely comes close to this one, but I think this one's a little better. But just build something. You don't even have to use it that much. I don't use this farm that much. I used it maybe like 3 hours because it's so efficient. You don't need it that much. But just build it so it's there. Basically, in conclusion, Minecraft is a sandbox. Minecraft is whatever you want it to be. Yes, Minecraft is boring. Minecraft is fun, Minecraft is enjoyable, but if you're playing the game to beat the game, it's a horrible way to look at it, because the game is never going to be beaten, it's never going to be done, it's a sandbox. That's just how it works. Now, it's not going to be the same as maybe when you played it when you were like 10 years old. I know there's a lot of people that are in that situation. They're just like, oh, the game's not as fun as it used to be. It's boring now. I don't like it, all the new updates, all the new changes. If that's the way you feel, take it slow. Go as slow as possible. Load up an old version of 1.7, the beta version, the alpha versions. Go far back in time, because you can do whatever you want in Minecraft. You can get mod packs, you can change the way it works so it doesn't even look like the same block game. That's the whole point. You can change it however you want. New updates are always going to be made to the game, and new stuff is going to be changed all the time. But what isn't going to be changed is the stuff that you have in your world. That's why I always say, go create stuff, go destroy stuff, go build more things. Just go create a farm, you know? Just enjoy the moment. It's Minecraft. You can do literally whatever you want.